This video is in continuation to our videos of breathing and exchange of gases. In this video, we are going to talk about the bronchial intercom. We'll talk about the divisions which are followed after trachea. Till trachea we have done in our previous video, and herein हम सारा division की will be talking about the conducting portion and the respiratory or the exchange of gases wherever takes place, that portion. So please keep watching till the last. Let's start. Bronchial intercom. Herein, starting up, we know that there is a trachea, and then trachea bifurcates into bronchi. So the first division is the primary bronchi. Primary bronchi further, I'll just make it, okay. So primary bronchi further bifurcates or divides into secondary bronchi. Secondary bronchi further divides into tertiary bronchi. So we have the primary bronchi, secondary bronchi and tertiary bronchi. Let's write it down. So the first division would be primary bronchi, which is further divided into secondary bronchi and then tertiary bronchi. Fine. Now we all know that trachea has C-shaped rings over it to support it from collapsing. These C-shaped rings are, we've already discussed, they are half, as in they are not complete. So let's make those C-shaped rings here. Why I'm making this? Because we'll understand now till where they are present. Fine, they are present in the secondary bronchi. They are present in the tertiary bronchi. But when the tertiary bronchi further bifurcates or divides into bronchioles, they don't have or they lack the C-shaped rings. So this tertiary bronchi further divides into bronchioles. Bronchioles further divide into terminal bronchioles, which further divide or bifurcate into respiratory bronchioles. Finally ending up, I'm just making it with different colors, finally ending up in the alveolar ducts, and these alveolar ducts finally end up into alveolar sacs. Okay, so we'll be talking about wherever which part comes under which division. So primary, secondary, tertiary, and then we have bronchioles, terminal bronchioles, alveolar ducts, respiratory bronchioles, and alveolar duct. Alveolar ducts finally end up in alveolar sacs. Fine. Now when we divide this till here, till the bronchioles, or you can say tertiary bronchi, this is the conducting track or the pathway. Whereas starting from bronchioles till the alveolar sac is the respiratory portion. Basically, herein exchange of gases take place as it has alveoli present in it. So this is the main division. Now what do we need to understand here? That primary, secondary and tertiary bronchi, these all, they have cartilage rings and do not undergo exchange of gases. They are just the passage. But when we talk from, or when we start from bronchioles, terminal bronchi, respiratory, alveolar and alveolar, when we talk about this portion, herein they lack C-shaped rings or cartilaginous rings, and they undergo exchange of gases. Similarly, if they are undergoing exchange of gases, their surface will be moist, and plus they will have ciliated columnar epithelium present in it. So they have all those properties which are required for the exchange of gases. Finally, when we talk about, now this is the pathway or the passage from where the air is passing. Herein, when we move to the alveolar sacs, there are around 8 to 10 alveoli per sac. So this is sac 1, 2 and 3. Fine. And what is the alveolus? Which part or which portion is the alveolus? This portion is one alveolus. So this is one alveolus, then the second one, third, so on and so forth. So one alveolar sac will have 10 to 8 alveoli present in it, wherein the exchange of gases are going to take place in the alveolar sacs. Now, when we talk about the alveolus, let's write this as an alveolus. Now, singular is alveolus and plural is alveoli. So, 8 to 10 alveoli are present. And when we talk about, or when we see the structure of, let's write first of all, the structure of alveolus. Why is it that important? Because this structure of alveolus forms the respiratory surface from where the exchange of gases is taking place. So we will see how or what are the various parts or layers of a respiratory surface and how they accommodate or facilitate the process of diffusion of gases. So when we see the structure of alveolus, there is, we all know, the blood vessels, they flow around them. So there is a capillary membrane or a capillary, and plus there is this wall of alveoli, and we all know it's a respiratory surface. It is very fine, so it is single cell, made up of single epithelial cell. Okay, so this is capillary and this is alveolus. Now, capillary, it is made up of endothelium. It is made up of capillary, endothelium, whereas alveolus is epithelium or alveolar epithelium. Fine. And herein, this inside the alveoli is moist. We all know that the respiratory surfaces are moist. This is, what is this? This is lecithin, which is a surfactant. What is a surfactant? Surfactant is the a secretion or a substance made up of lipids and proteins which is responsible for reducing the surface tension which is caused inside the alveoli due to the air present in it. Fine. So moisture which is present in the air, क्योंकि moisture के बीच के water का forces are very strong, and this surfactant, it forms then bonds with water, making the forces weak. So hence there is less of surface tension inside the alveoli. So these, herein the space in between, this space is interstitial space, or it has interstitial fluid present in it. So what forms the respiratory surface? This forms the respiratory surface. Let's divide it here. So respiratory surface, if I may just write here, what are the various parts or what is included in respiratory surfaces? So respiratory surfaces, capillary endothelium, then interstitial space or fluid, then basement membranes. Basement membranes are the basement membranes around the capillary and the alveoli, and plus alveolar epithelium. So these all, they form respiratory surface. We all know what are the characters of respiratory surface. It should be moist, it should be thin, it should have a large surface area. These all properties are there in the structure of an alveolus. It is rigidly supplied with blood vessels. It has these capillaries around it for exchange of gases, and it helps in or facilitates easy diffusion. So easily the gases can diffuse out and in depending upon the partial pressure. We will talk about the partial pressure and exchange of gases when we will in detail talk about the structure of alveolus. Wherever partial pressure is less, air flows towards that portion. So these are the various divisions of further divisions after trachea. The divisions, the alveolar sacs, structure of an alveoli, and the respiratory surfaces. In our next video, we will talk about the breathing mechanism, as in we'll talk about the inhalation, exhalation process, we'll talk about the muscles attached to it, we'll talk about forceful expiration as well, and then we will continue with pulmonary capacities. So keep watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you.